Hey everybody. Hello, 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 hello. The dogs, you see Abby the Labby? You see, oh, get off me, B. Can y'all see Abby the Labby? I don't know, it's so dark out here. Anyway, Abby the Labby's over here. Zinc the Mink is over there. Can you see Zinc out there? And then little bitty Lou Dog is around here somewhere doing his little Frenchy thing. And I gotta tell y'all that we've got to stop the second guessing. That's what I want to tell you today. And this may be something that I am the only person that has ever experienced. So if you're watching this, if you're watching me live or you're watching on the replay, put a 3 in the comments. Okay, just put a 3 in the comments if you're watching it live or if you're watching the replay. Don't matter, put the same number 3 in the comments if you're watching me. So I don't know why this tends to happen to me more than anybody else, or maybe I'm just paying attention to it, or maybe it does happen to other people. So again, if you're watching and this does happen to you, put a number 3 in the comments, okay? So when you're watching, whether this happens, let me know you're watching by putting a number 3 in the comments, and let me know if this happens to you by also putting a number 3 in the comments. So when I decided that I want to start buying houses, I told a few people. And they started second guessing my decision. Has anybody ever second guessed a decision you made? Tell me about it. Put a number 3 in the comments if anybody's ever second guessed you. And this came in the form of, oh, are you sure you want to buy houses? Like, it's going to be a lot of trouble. Or they would say, are you sure you really want to be a landlord? Because what happens if somebody moves out? Or I would tell people that I was going to want to buy houses, and they were like, oh gosh, flipping houses takes a lot of money. Are you sure you want to do that? First of all, I didn't ever say I wanted to flip houses. Thank you very much. Second of all, if somebody moves out of one of my houses, I'll just replace them like a bad boyfriend. And yes, I do want to buy houses because I think it would be fun. I know lots of people around the world who've bought houses for hundreds of years and made really good money. So yeah, I do want to buy houses. I am sure that I want to buy houses. If you're watching, put a number 3 in the comments. If anybody's ever second guessed you when you told them that you wanted to buy houses, put a number 3 in the comments. I'm on 3s today. And I think this second guessing thing goes a lot deeper than just second guessing people when they decide they want to get into real estate investing, right? And I don't know if this is because my people are trying to protect me, or if this is just something that we do to women, because I don't notice people second guessing my brother when he makes a decision, and I don't really notice people second guessing my husband when he makes a decision. But when I make a decision, it's like a pop quiz. And I'll tell you, this is really funny to me, and I just figured this out this weekend. When I'm talking to a seller, and I'm trying to, find out, what the problem is with their house, and what kind of way I can help them, and what kind of problem they're having, in their life, and just what's going on here, I'm very confident in being able to help these people. Because I'm probably the only one that's going to be able to help their unique situation. There may be other people that could help them in a different way, but I'm the only one that can help them in my way, right? And it's usually me and the sellers sitting at their kitchen table, or me and the seller leaning on the hood of my car, or it's just me and somebody who needs my help. And very rarely do I second guess myself when I'm in that situation. Because I'm talking to a person who needs somebody to be able to think outside the box for them and help problem solve with them. But when I go to dinner with my family, I can't make a decision on what I want to eat without second guessing myself. You know, the other night, Friday night, this happened. I just can't believe it. We were gonna decide on pizza. Okay, it's pretty basic. What do you want on your pizza? And I don't know if women are taught that they should cave and decide that they want what everybody else wants on their pizza. And therefore, when I say what I actually want on my pizza, people are like, you're not playing by the rules, Whitney. You're supposed to like what we like. But I decided earlier in the day that if I was going to eat pizza, I wanted a thin crust cheese pizza. Made that decision. Didn't second guess myself. That's what I wanted. No big deal. I didn't think it would be a problem. So when we were putting the pizza order in and it got to be my turn, you know, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? It was my turn and I said, I want thin crust cheese pizza. Y'all, the reaction that I got from saying that was the same reaction I think I would have gotten if I said that I wanted, you know, half a slice of dog and a chicken eyeball on my pizza. Because in a huge chorus, are you sure? Are you sure? Is that really right? Is that what, I mean, you can have anything you want on your pizza. You just want cheese. Like, is that really it? Are you trying to hide something from us? Like, is this really? And that got me to thinking, I don't know. Maybe I do want pepperoni. Maybe I do want a veggie pizza. Maybe I should just get meat lovers, which I don't even like meat, but they all want meat. So maybe I should, like, this whole second guessing thing spiraled out of control in my head over a flippin' thin crust cheese pizza. It still makes me kind of mad. And I'll let y'all know, when I get mad, I cry. I don't really cry when I'm sad. I don't really think I even register sad that often. But I do register mad, and I think it's because I'm a Scorpio. But I register mad pretty quickly. And I've been a little ticked off since Friday that I got second guessed on which pizza I want. And I think the reason that it bothered me so much, on Friday afternoon, I went driving around for like 2 hours and I filmed a whole bunch of videos in front of houses that I bought. I drove like in a circle, round and around and around and around. And I remember sitting in these houses, I remember telling these stories and feeling so happy and so confident and so proud of myself for what I had done. But there was one house that I drove by twice in my circle that I second guessed myself out of a really sweet deal. And it's funny, you know, when I started buying houses, I didn't really tell anybody when I had them under contract. And I didn't tell anybody when I sold them because I didn't want people second guessing what I decided was a good negotiation, what I decided was a good deal, what I decided was a good deal for somebody else to take this house over. Like, I didn't really tell anybody what I had going on because I didn't want them to second guess me, because I didn't want to second guess me. It's making me mad again. I was like 26 or 27 deals in. I mean, I'd done a lot of real estate deals on the buyer side and on the seller side and on my personal side and on helping other people. And I mean, I was waist deep in deals. I wasn't a newbie anymore. And I decided that I didn't really want houses anymore. I wanted to get into commercial. I wanted to get into apartments. And when I decided I didn't want houses anymore, you have no idea the second guessing that happened. Oh, Whitney, you're so good with houses. You can't give up your houses. People need you in houses. You got to stay in houses. You haven't been in houses long enough. And I was so mad because it was the same second guessing I got when I first got into houses. And it was like 2 years later, and I'd already shown them all that I could do it and that people needed me. But the second guessing doesn't stop. So I was actually on my way to the gym, and I'd found a duplex. Does anybody cry when they get mad? Because I cry when I get mad. Give me a 3 if you cry when you get mad. I'm sorry. I drove by this house on Friday, though. It was in 2015 that I first found this house, and I'd probably driven by this house a million times because it's on a really popular road that I use to get to my house. And I thought it was a duplex. And one day I was coming home from the gym because when I was, Jason and I were engaged, and I wanted to look really pretty in my dress, and so I was working out like crazy, and I noticed this duplex on the way to the gym one day. Because it's so funny. You drive by something a million times and you don't see it until one day it's like there's just this bright spotlight on it, right? And so on the way home, I was really paying attention to this duplex. And I was driving super slow, and don't you know, there was a guy sitting on the back porch that morning that I first noticed this duplex. And he was just sitting out there watching the sun come up. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I had just left the gym. I was sweaty. I stunk. I didn't have my makeup on. I'm wearing like a mismatched gym outfit. And I pulled in the driveway, and I talked to him, and he had stayed there for like 2 nights, and he didn't know what he was going to do with his duplex, and he was really hoping that somebody would come by and buy it from him. And it was like the same day that I noticed it, and like 2 days before when I decided I wanted to get into multifamily instead of just houses. And it's all just so perfectly timed out, right? And I made him an offer, and he offered owner financing. And my heart, oh y'all, I was just so excited. It was everything that I wanted. It was right in my honey hole. And it wasn't a duplex, it was a quadplex. It was even better than what I thought it was. It was 4 units. And it was empty. And had a beautiful view of the mountains. And I sat out there and talked to this guy for 30 or 45 minutes, and I was so excited. And at the time, I was flipping like 2 or 3 houses, and I was low on cash. And I really wanted him to take the owner financing. And we were a little bit split on what I was offering him for owner financing versus what I was going to offer him for a cash deal. And we ended up agreeing on the cash deal. And I knew I'd have to go to the bank and borrow some money, which is how we'd bought our other commercial properties that year. But I wasn't really worried about it. Like, I was still really confident in myself that I was going to be able to get it done. I had plenty of time. It was right in the middle of summer. It was all going to work out beautifully, and I was so happy. Until I got back, and I was telling everybody about it. And that's when the second guessing started again. And then I took my people over there to show them what I got. And suddenly the deal that I thought was so amazing and so perfect got second guessed until I talked myself out of doing the deal. And I'm still so mad. I'm so mad that I talked myself out of that deal because it was going to be mine. It was going to be my next project. It was going to be my next goal. It was going to be my next deal. And even though I was used to the second guessing and I was used to fighting through what I knew to be right, I let him win. I let the second guessing win. And so Friday, I drove by this quadplex 2 or 3 times. And it all came back. All that second guessing came back. All of those I could have, I should have, I would have came back in the form of second guessing if I really wanted cheese on thin crust for my pizza. I talked to like 9 of my people in First Still Done Fast the other day on Friday morning before I went and did my other videos. And I heard a lot of second guessing. And it broke my heart. Because when you're sitting with a seller and you know you can help them, and you know this is going to be a good deal, and you know this is made for you and perfect for you, do not second guess yourself out of a good deal. Stop with the second guessing. Because 3 years later and 30 deals later, I don't want you to be upset that you didn't do that perfect deal that was laid out for you. Don't second guess yourself out of a good deal, y'all. I put this post up earlier that said to stop second guessing yourself, stop second guessing your people. And I will say that some second guessing is pretty good. Like sometimes when your girlfriends ask, are you sure you want to wear those shoes? Like we're going to be out dancing all night and your feet are going to hurt. Like sometimes second guessing is helpful. Like when your girlfriends say, are you sure? Because he's already done this, that, and the other with somebody else. Are you sure you want to get with him? Like some second guessing is okay. But stop second guessing yourself on the deals. These sellers need you because you're the only one that's going to be able to help them in your way. Three of my friends, actually 3 really good investors in Knoxville, bought my quadplex like probably 9 months later. So that seller had to go through hell and back for 9 more months because I second guessed myself out of a good deal. Stop the second guessing. Stop second guessing yourself. I want you to start encouraging yourself and encouraging your friends. There's plenty of second guessing to go around. We need more encouragement. If you want encouragement, I promise I don't cry all the time, but first deal done fast. Honest to goodness, I know what it feels like to lose a good deal. I know what it feels like to be second guessed out of actually jumping in and getting these deals done. I know what it feels like to be second guessed until you're mad and crying on the porch. But I also know what it feels like to pull your big girl panties up and get out there and get those deals done and help those sellers and see the smiles on their face and hear the laughter in their voice and the buyers, like, it's all possible. I'm here to support you and encourage you, to push you into the deals, and to help you weed through the really bad ones and see why they're bad without second guessing. There's a plan, there's a process, there's an amazing world of real estate out there. I don't want you to second guess. Whether it's your time, whether you have enough energy, don't second guess whether you have enough money. Don't second guess yourself out of your dreams. Now I know that when the second guessing starts happening, I'm on the right path. Now I know when they say, oh, Whitney, are you sure you want to do this, or you want to go there, or you want to try a vacation rental home? Like, are you sure you want to branch into something new? You know, you should stay where you are. You should. I know when that starts, I'm on to something good. I've turned the second guessing into, I guess, a freedom cry. Still makes me mad, and I still cry when I get mad, but I know the second guessing is a protection thing. It's not a we doubt you can do this thing. I know you can do this. I know you can be an investor. Give me a 3 in the comments right now if you know that you can be an investor. If you know you can get these deals done. If you know that you're going to have to battle some second guessing. Sometimes the second guessing comes from up here, but sometimes it comes from the people in the car with you. Stop second guessing yourself. Help the people that you can help. If you're talking to sellers that don't need any help, fine. Leave them alone. When you start talking to sellers that do need your help, though, that's when the deals just start falling down left and right. I know you can be a good investor. I know you can be a big investor. I know you can be everything that you hope and dream of that you don't even tell people because you don't want people to second guess your dreams. All of that is possible. All of it is doable. And I'd love to help you. Let me know if you have any questions. Go to firstdealdonefast.com. I will say, too, though, one of my favorite things about coaching women, and one of the reasons that I do only work with women, a couple guys sign up every once in a while. In fact, every time I say that I only teach women, a man signs up in like 24 hours. They think it's a dare or something. I don't know. But one reason that I do love coaching women is that I cry when I get mad. And I'm a joint crier. So if my girls come to me and they're mad because they've been second guessed, or because they've second guessed themselves until they're just crazy in their girl brain, I can relate to that. And I can help walk them through it, pull them through it, and know that women cry when we've been too strong for too long. when we're too mad. But then we always come out kicking ass on the other side. And that is the side that I love to see in my girls. And that is why I teach women how to get into real estate. Because sometimes there's nothing like a good cry in the kitchen or on the porch to get your fighting side back out and get rid of your second guessing and be large and in charge. I know you can do this. Go to firstdealdonefast.com. Let me help you get rid of the second guessing in your head and help you get rid of the second guessing that you're hearing by getting you a shut up check. Once you get that shut up check and you can tell everybody, look, I did this, here's my money to prove it, that's when the real fun gets started. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see y'all later. Bye.